Alright, dun 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 dun. Woodscorn has earned the achievement. Proving yourself, bronze champ. Woohoo! Where's Woodscorn? I have no idea who that is. Woodscorn is Woodscorn. I don't know who that is at all. May he forever be a mystery. Anyway. Good morning, everyone. This is Soul. This is the morning show. Once again, I got gummy vitamins in my mouth. Damn it. I'm excited. I have like a video ready to put out. I just haven't done it yet because when I do it, when I do it, I'm going to like put it on blast and try to spread it on social media and do all that stuff. So I'm gonna need to like concentrate and shit. Morning Juice, morning Refuse, morning Justin. Refuse, were you not on the show yesterday? Or did you not see the stream? Two went decent. We didn't raid yesterday, of course. We only do Tuesday and Thursday. But it went pretty well. We got 5 bosses down, 6 bosses down. How many bosses did we get down? 1, 2. We got 6 bosses down. So we wiped on Maiden a couple times and then called it a night for the evening. But it was fun. I think it was pretty fun. I think it kind of sucked getting lost though. I was getting lost a lot, like during like wipes and running back and just kind of, all right guys, let's go to the next boss. Where did we go? We're like, labyrinth here, pit there, and I'm like, hey guys, find out what's down there and let me know. And they were never heard from again. You also got 6 down. Very nice, dude. Did you do normal or heroic? We were just doing my team was just doing normal on Tuesday, and ideally I would very much like to wrap it up tomorrow because I really just want to have like, well, I don't know if you guys have seen like what happens afterwards, but I want to see what happens afterwards up in the sky. Really bad. Oh, you missed yesterday. It's all good, dude. No one is obligated to come to the morning show. I mean, come on. I have such a small window of opportunity that I stream in the morning that I'm gonna trip, dude. Great steaks. Oh, I didn't even. Let me get that guy started real quick. Normal for now. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I mean, yeah. I mean, my intention is to farm normal for the first couple weeks, even though we might like get started with heroics, in the near future. I'm still gonna want to do heroic stuff. I'm sorry, I'm still gonna want to do normal stuff for the purpose of like getting tier and so 15. Why the hell does it offer me only 15? That's weak, dude. Yeah, I don't want no 15. That's kind of shitty. Give me something good. Yeah. Do I want this? Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, cool. Yeah, Refuse will race. No, we ain't gonna race. There ain't no racing, and for casuals, there is no race. We're always at the bottom. No, let's not think of ourselves at the bottom. Let's just, let's just tell ourselves it's not a race. It's not a big deal. Point is, as long as we're having fun. And we were having a pretty good time up until Maiden. We were starting to get pretty tired. People were starting to get a little irritated about fucking up on mechanics and stuff, which is a normal thing. I mean, that's gonna happen tonight too. I still haven't read up a damn thing on the last 2 fights. What are the last 2 fights? That is Fallen Avatar and Kill Jaden. So I'm sure people will be really pleased when I'm like, all right, let's do this. And they're like, come on, Soul. At least look up such and such. And I'll be like, no, I'm not going to look. No, fuck you, dude. I'm not going to look shit up. You guys are going to tell, I want the story to be told. I want to learn. My guide is written in blood and all that. Then you got 4th on realm and world 200 on most fights. Damn. Damn. You guys are fast. You only had 2 wipes on the host because we didn't understand the tank swap. We didn't look at guys. Yeah, that's us. What's host? Desolate host is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Desolate host took us. I forget how many wipes. It took us. It took us a little bit to kind of figure out. Like just kind of like with you, the whole swapping towards the very end. How you know some people got to move in, some people got to and other people need to move out. We didn't have like we didn't have the swap down because we still had that ad up, that the caster ad that's downstairs. I say upstairs, downstairs. That's kind of how I differentiate things. Do I even need to be on this tune? I don't think I need to be on this tune, except for like to do Legion Fall resource shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck around with one of my shit ass alts. Did I understand the tank swap now? Yeah, yeah, I know what to do. You're talking about Desolate Host, right? So, who was I gonna get on? What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna look for relics and shit on this guy. There you go. I have many shitty alts, so I'm about to share some of them with you. Yay. Anyway, how's everyone's morning been? It's for me it's been kind of long. I was up a little early and it's just been hot. I don't know if you can hear the AC behind me, but I'm gonna have this thing running like half the fucking day. Oh, it's gonna suck. The tank that is soaking taunts, yeah. Ugh. See, the one thing that I don't quite get, and I'm sure I'm gonna get it in Heroic, so no need to explain. Don't worry about it. It's so I tank downstairs, and that's the phase where you click and then ta-da, you're somewhere else. I it's like a scream or a wailing thing where I have to go close to like this armor stuff, and I think I have to go close to where the other players are on the other side, but there's no obvious visual cue. Like we had to set up our own targeting. We had to set up markers and stuff like that as to where those ads are going to be. Because at least on my screen, it was kind of hard to see like where other players were. I can see like silhouettes and everything. Yay. But it's not quite enough for me. But I'm sure I'll learn the hard way. I'ma learn. I'ma learn shit. Alright, oh, I was supposed to start like something like important. Fuck me. Alright. Anyway. So this guy is so shittily geared that like I just need to like look for. Yeah, I should probably just do these. I should probably just do the assault thingamajig. Oh, look at that relics. Oh, there's no relics that I could use though. Fuck. I just hate that shit. Alright, so I don't have my 3rd slot yet. Iron, Shadow, Blood. Is there anything that I can at least grab in the meantime, dude? That's Frost. I don't give a fuck about that. That's Fire. God damn it. I just want some good shit. Oh, that's a 2% upgrade. That's weak. Come on, man. There's like no good. There's like nothing good. But my gear's like so doo-doo that, yeah, I'm just gonna do the assault stuff. Fuck it. Fuck it. Where do I go? Where the hell do I get out of here? That's how unaccustomed I am to like my alts and other classes and stuff. UI is all jacked up and shit and whatever, man. Justin's getting married on Saturday. Ah! Congratulations, dude. Big congratulations. I'm happy for you, man. Let's see. How long have you been with your fiance now? Let's see. We figured out midnight. There was an aha moment. There were nerd cheers. Nerd cheers. Nerd cheers for us are like, yay. Yeah, Heroic is a gross hectic is a gross understatement. Yeah, dude. It's 6 years engaged for 18 months. Very cool, man. Yeah. Well, there's nothing for me to say. All I can say is congratulations, and good luck with you and your lady. And I really hope the best for you, for the two of you. Um, she farms for you, right? She like helps you with like with WoW stuff. There are certain things that just help a marriage, that just help strengthen a relationship, and having a spouse that helps you with certain parts of the game is is very helpful. It's very, very helpful. No. Oh yeah, it is really hard to see in the group. So we just have markers set up, or like, because like the caster chick, she doesn't really move much at all. Like, I think I can silence her. I don't remember off the top of my head anymore, but I'm pretty sure like another class, like let's say a Death Knight, I think they can grip her, and move her around if we really needed to. And I think my comp happens to have like multiple Death Knights so far, at least. So we'll see. She got my last few achievements for Stardew Valley, so can't be fun. I haven't played that Stardew Valley. I've looked up very little of it. Like, is that kind of like a Harvest Moon sort of thing? 'Cause now I'm like straight up. Okay, I must see. Stardew Valley is an indie farming simulation role-playing video game developed solely by Eric Roney and published by Chucklefish Games. Whoa. Stardew Valley. Let's take a look at this. Images. Yeah, it's a farming game. See, so I play, or I off and on I play a game called RimWorld. It's an early access game, which I'm just going to ignorantly assume, and that it is kind of like Stardew Valley, but with violence and illness and cannibalism and bugs and brutality and lost limbs and piracy and a black market. And it's a gritty, gritty game. Yeah, RimWorld is also a farm sim. It's not nearly as whimsical looking. I happen to fun. I happen to have a lot more fun with that. Watching my people throw down turrets and pray that they can make it through night after night, knowing that there are monsters lurking all about, and pirates looking to steal their people away and sell them off to slavery. Nothing I said was sarcastic, but yeah, I heard about the game like so many times. I'm like, maybe I should try it out. Maybe not. How much is this game? How much is Stardew Valley? I won't die yet. Hold on, video game. I'm trying to like look shit up. All right, $15. Damn, girl. That's like That's like half my YouTube money for a month. Okay, maybe not, but some things I gotta make. Some things I have to make decisions on. I gotta think about, and I gotta plan. I gotta be smart about it. Also, it does have RPG combat. Okay. I'm not too. I don't think. I don't. I don't. I'm not turned off by things that are overrated. I mean, if things are like falsely hyped up and all that, that's a totally different thing. But if everyone's talking about it, if everyone's playing it, oh my god, WoW's overrated, meh. Well, you know what? Maybe it's fucking good. Maybe it's worth checking out someday. Maybe I'll do. So I need to figure it out. Like, if I wanted to do like hey, here's me playing games that aren't WoW. I'm not like a very proficient gamer. I'm not like proficient on top of my shit. I'm gonna min max and be top shit at everything that I do. But I want to know how I should like frame it. Dumbass plays such and such game. Let's do this, and then I play it for a little while. I don't know. I just haven't quite figured it out. Like producing WoW kind of videos and stuff, that still takes up like way too much. That still takes up way more time than than it probably should. Motherfucking demon, go away, man. I'm trying to slowly kill shit. God, I swear, man. See, this is why usually I don't do alts during the stream because like it's like agony. It's like I'm killing so slow. But hey, it gives me a chance to talk with you folks. Cause otherwise, I think otherwise that's what makes it hard for me to level alts because I'm like, man, nothing's as good as my tank. And it's like, oh, how about I put some fucking time into playing it, and maybe I can get good and learn how to play it and like do all the good shit. Nah. Justin's played about 5 hours of it. The rest is her, and thanks to it, she was distracted enough from my mythical Dan kill. Dang, man, that's almost kind of mean. What's up, Rising Shadow? It's almost kind of mean. I mean, my wife has her distractions and stuff, but no, she's she's very much on top of WoW stuff too. She'll be like, "Dude, there's an assault going on. Fucking let's do this." And I'm like, "Oh man," I'm like, "I got this other thing I got going on." She's like, "Let's fucking do it." Not that's like total paraphrase, but but yeah, she can get pretty gung ho about getting stuff done, even though she doesn't like raid or do anything like that. She knows that she doesn't have that kind of time on her hands, but she's always really encouraging. I wouldn't be doing this if she wasn't very encouraging. That face when you get paid more for being on vacation than you would working. Damn. Guessing you work part-time. I'm distracted by WoW from Tekken 7. How was that? How was that game doing? I haven't played a Tekken game in... I haven't played a Tekken game since, like, what, PlayStation days? PlayStation. Not PS2, not PS whatever. Fucking PlayStation. No, wait. Was it even on PlayStation? I don't remember, but it was, like, that long ago since I played a Tekken game. Ooh, a box. I like boxes. Anything else here? Gibby. Ugh. Just before I actually let me and say, don't you have boss wipes? Dang. That's some shade, dude. She's like, you could be spending time with this, but instead you with your boys and that one girl, dying and shit. I am blessed to have a wife that plays WoW. For now. someday she'll stop, and that'll be a dark day. It's nice. It's very nice. Oh, you played all of them. Damn, Juice. Well, what have I played all of? What series am I a big fan of that I do a lot of shit with? I'm pretty sure I played like all the Final Fantasy games. I don't think I finished all of them, but I played all of them. I played all the damn Warcraft games. I played all the damn StarCraft games. What's the difference here is? Dynasty Warriors. I played so many of those games. I think we're on 8. There are 8 Dynasty Warriors games. That's what that was one of the things that sold me on getting a PlayStation way back in the day. That and Final Fantasy 7. And I was all fast and I'm like, oh my god, I can mow down like hundreds of dudes like at once. Fucking let's do this. That's one of the that's some of the shit that I dig sometimes, So I like that whole concept of just like just wasting hella dudes, like Dynasty Warriors, like Diablo and that sort of thing. What else? I'm trying to think. Let's see. Running jokes about my fiance still criticizes your shield of the righteous uptime. Dang. Dude, just say what I say. You know, you only need to have 100% uptime when you need to have 100% uptime. That way, I always have 100% uptime. That doesn't happen either, but still, that's what I strive for. Cool. Juice likes Dynasty Warriors too. Very cool. I like it much better than Samurai Warriors, unfortunately. I don't know, like it's just the gameplay. The gameplay of Samurai Warriors for whatever reason just does not like jive with me the same way. I don't know. Can't explain it. If you can help me out with that, cool, but I cannot figure it out. Come on, people, help me kill shit. Don't just fucking stand there, you. These fucking people, man. You know what? Come here. I'll make you fight, son of a bitch. Come on. Get off your ass. At least someone else is here. And at least we still have the command tower up. Otherwise, this would be big doo-doo butter and shit. So anyway, shortly after, at some point after I do this broadcast, I'm gonna publish a video that the thing that I've been working on for a good chunk of the week, and I really hope that it takes off. I really hope it takes off. I'll be pretty sad to see like, oh yeah, my little thing on the Kill Jaden cinematic is gonna get like way more hits than this other video. I'll be so sad for it. Anyway, I'm just really excited for it. So stay tuned for that one in a little bit. You played one Samurai game and went back to Dynasty. I also played the One Piece versions. I played that one briefly at work, at my old job, and it was. I mean, it was okay. Like it was okay for what it was. Same thing with like with Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Have you tried that one? That one's kind of alright. That one's kind of alright, but still, like it just doesn't have quite that same feel as Dynasty Warriors. You know, like that's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe it's emotional at this point. You know, that's what keeps me. I just have emotional attachments to the franchise at this point. But I do like it. Like I was playing the Empires one, and I don't know if you played that one, but like I find that one like crazy fascinating. Like what happens is that oh shit, I don't know if I'll be able to live through this. Like I made a character, and then I did that one mode where you build up your own kingdom. Like you start off as a wanderer, and then you slowly make your own kingdom, or you take over someone else's kingdom, and you fucking have kids and all that. So I made a custom character, and I was and I'm playing it. I get a kid, I get a kingdom and stuff, and then I'm like fighting all these different battles like all at once. Everyone, all my guys are getting worn out after so many subsequent battles, and then for whatever reason, my son is like, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Dad." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So my son like revolted against me. Grabbed some. I guess it's because everyone was unhappy because I ruled like a bastard, and then I lost. So I lose my kingdom. It's just me and my wife and like my sworn brothers and stuff, and like and everyone else is like my enemy now. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, fuck that guy. Fuck that. Fuck you, son. I swore my revenge, and I don't remember if I came out on top of that particular scenario, but I was really fascinated by just the fact that it's fucking Dynasty Warriors, and yet you're making your own story out of it. That I found to be really really cool. Oh hell no! You just aggroed that shit. All right, pups, where you at? I gotta save you and get out. And it's hot. Oh my god. Y'all don't understand. It's supposed to be. Let me check. Google, where you at, Google? You need to tell me how hot it's gonna be today. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was gonna be worse, but no, but still, it's gonna be like pretty much 100 degrees today. It's gonna suck. I don't know how I'm gonna live. Oh, shoot, when I get out of here, once I'm done with this broadcast, I'm gonna take my shit to Starbucks and do some work. I can't do this, man. This is rough. She says I played gun, never played Empire. Sounds cool. Didn't know how much stuff in it. Didn't pick it up because it looked too much. Yeah, there have been multiple Dynasty Warrior Empire games. So some I like more than others. Like, I mean, one of the big critiques that I have is that, like, I think like the character creator system, or the body, or you can make your own bodyguards and stuff. Like, that's kind of fallen off, or that hasn't been a very prominent thing for a while. And that's something I really miss. All right, where's this dog? Where you at, dog? There you are. I'm gonna save you, whether you like it or not, baby. Yay! Oh, I still need one more. God damn it. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo, doggy! There you are. Let's see. Is there anything that I've missed in WoW news for today? Nope. I am excited about the there being another round of ticket sales going on for BlizzCon. I think there was like one. God damn it! I think there was like one or two of my friends that did not manage to get tickets, which was kind of a bummer. So good luck to them. But the reason why they're doing more tickets is because they open up an additional hall over at the Anaheim Convention Center. Now, I don't know if anyone who's watching was at BlizzCon or like watched it via the virtual ticket or whatnot, but last year was way overcrowded. Like, and I mean, a big part of it is because of the tournaments that were going on. There was like the Overwatch, big tournament. There's a StarCraft one that's going on the other side. Well, that one's not a big deal, but the Overwatch tournament like took up so much space that when you're just trying to navigate around stuff, it was such a big pain in the ass that like me and my wife were getting irritated. We're all like trying to like find each other, like, oh, where you at, dude? Trying to push through the sea of people. And remember, this is a video game convention, man. Not everyone's clean at a damn gaming convention. Now, I'd say it's not as bad as an anime convention. And yeah, I'll talk shit about anime conventions. I've been to a couple of them. Like, that shit's rank, and you don't want to be, too close to that many people. But gaming convention isn't that much better. It was pretty rough. All right. I'm like saving people and shit. Yeah, saving people and doing some other stuff. Let's try this shit real quick. Say I want to like a Death Knight. It's just something about it doesn't feel right. I think it's that it's like the whole lack of shield, and of course the lack of gear. Once I get more gear, I want to feel a little bit faster. I feel like I should be faster, and I fucking missed that click. Someone stole my shit. Screw it, I'm gonna walk. I don't need this shit. I'll go around my damn self. Run, motherfucker. Oh, wait, I thought I clicked this guy. Did I miss it? I guess I missed it. There we go. Alright. Let's see. 725 hotfixes. I don't think there was anything important. Nope. Nothing. Nothing important was mentioned. Just Death Knights and Monks. No one plays them. It's okay. Well, I'm playing one right now. It's minor detail. Minor detail. So it's a knight. Take out some. Hope Ideally, I want to definitely finish Tomb of Sargeras normal. Maybe try out. Heroic. See how that feels. Get in some of the pain. Get in some of the experience. Give people a preview of the horrors to come. Alright. Now, fucker. Thank you. Oh, I still don't even have enough demons. This is one of those scenarios where World-Class Group Finder would be a good fucking idea. You just gonna do LFR? Do what you want, dude. There ain't no shame in that. I mean, if you don't got the time or the inclination, who are we to judge, man? You already judged yourself. You just don't want to. You're just not gonna do it. Same like us. Like I'm not gonna push for a mythic. What does that make me? Well, the answer to that is who gives a fuck? What? Who gives a fuck what people think? I think one lesson that I have learned as guild leader of a more casual guild is that when you do limit yourself like that, when you don't have those higher aspirations, you got to find out. You got to discover. Okay, what is it that's going to entertain you and your team? If not aspiring for like the next thing, the next level and stuff. And I found that it took me a while to kind of grasp it, as well as just kind of admit to myself, okay, yeah, I don't think we'll ever really be a mythic guild. Is to do like side stuff. For us, it's been like a lot of like going in with alts and all that, and I think that even though we're doing the same content, it feels different when you're not tanking, you're healing instead, or you're playing melee instead of ranged, or or situations where we happen to have like all melee, and I'm like, fuck, we're like screwed. Did I do a Mythic 15? No, I did not. Yesterday, I was just way too busy with the video that I was working on, and I barely finished it like last night. Barely finished it last night. So you can look forward to if you care, you can look forward to that later today, or even like shortly after the broadcast. I have most everything set up. I'm just gonna do a big social media push to try to get as many people as I can to see this video, because this is something near and dear to me. This is something that I'm super passionate about, and I really want a lot of folks to see it and share it, and ideally like it, and then it'll make me world fucking famous. No, I just want a lot of people to see it. So yeah, that's why I didn't I didn't have time to do a 15. I was talking to Mondo yesterday. Yeah, I remember I was talking with Mondo yesterday. I was like, oh yeah. Let me get on at 7. I'll see you then. And then like 10 minutes later, it felt like 10 minutes later, it's like 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit. Well, this ain't gonna happen. I'm still finishing this up. I haven't even had dinner yet, and da. If you need heals for Elena, need them too. Righto, dude. I'll holler. Juice says, I won't play a game if it's a chore. I mean, I'm down for long grinds, but I have to want to do it. I feel you. I mean, to be honest, even though this is what I do, I'm only on for like maybe like an hour. I'm only actively on for like an hour or two a day. Like I get on, I do like some of the some of the routine stuff. I switch to Soul Machine and do some auctions, and that's about it. It's not a my grind time is pretty low. Heck, a good chunk of my grind time is during the morning show. Thanks, guys, for keeping me entertained while I do this stuff. But I do like doing stuff with the team too. Let's see who's on at the moment. Not many. Got Arf. Got Zero. I still don't know who. Excuse me. Still don't know who Wizcorn is though. Mystery. But I'm out of coffee. That's like one. That's one thing that I know is affecting me right now. I finished my cold brew. I don't have any more coffee set up. I didn't go out and get coffee. I'm gonna go out like once I'm done with this today and get some coffee. I need to wake the fuck up, man. This heat. Ah! Your bill's in the mail. Uh-huh. Alright. That's right, bitch. I'm a hero. Ooh, time to get carried. I swear I'm gonna do my best. I will really try to do my best, guys. Ooh, real Death Knight's in here.
Thunder Totem is under siege. Let us save our comrades before we knock that demon vessel out of the sky.
Chuckles says it's not supposed to get to 75 today here. I'm like totally mumbling that. It's only supposed to get to 75 here today. God damn. 75. Oh, how long for that? See the house that I'm at. It's not super well. It's a fairly old house. It's a 30-some-year-old house, and insulation sucks. So if it was like if it's like 100 today, and it's gonna be 100 today, and then tomorrow it like snowed or something, it would still be hella hot inside this house. It's very annoying. Come on. Oh, is he clicking stuff? Yes. Click shit from me, bitch. Alright. And I'll dot shit, and the real Death Knight will like kill shit for me, right? You're gonna kill shit, right? Please? God, I keep spamming buttons like it's, oh, I'm gonna throw down Consecrate. And it's not the same. Okay, I'll admit Arizona's gonna be hella hot. One of my guildies is over there, and she was complaining. I think it was yesterday. She's like, "Oh my god, my AC is off," and I'm like, ugh. I would panic, dude. I would leave the house immediately. I'd be like, "No way, dude. I'm not gonna give a shit about anything today." I think that's what's made like my production this week like so slow too, because I'm like, it's hot. I'm like, for me, it's like non-stop complaining. I'm fucking hot, dude. Let's see. He should have heals ready for this one. What? Why, man? We're not doing that bad. Ugh. Yeah, my transmog is goofy butter. Goofy butter. No relation to doo-doo butter. Which Pally Legendary will I upgrade first? Well, I already did, sir. I upgraded Tyleka's legs. Since that has been that's been the legendary that I've been using the most so far. So I went for that one, and I'm like, I think I have seven. I think I have seven of those essences going towards the next thing. So yeah, I think I'm on pace to upgrade. Well, there's like maybe three or four that I care about upgrading, and then the rest I'm like, whatever, not a big deal. But that's well, that's what I decided to go for. And then on day one, I opened up a whole bunch of those boxes. Um, yeah, opened up a bunch of boxes, and I got the new shoulders from those. So those were already 970s. Those are done. Um, yeah, I just need to figure out what I want to do next. What I want to upgrade next, though. After the first day of Tomb, though, I've noticed that the tanking neck, the Pridus neck, it's like it seems pretty. It feels kind of lacking these days. So I don't know if I'm still going to be holding on to that, or if I'm just gonna move on to something else. But I haven't really tried the other ones yet. Part of me is wondering, okay, should I use Heathcliff? Because that's pretty deep. That's a pretty decent damage reduction. Um, but it's not really going to be until I get to heroic until I decide, okay, these are the legendaries that are definitely useful for like this particular fight, and this other one not so much, and so on and so forth. But Tylecus has um, consistently proven to be like something useful for like during the Desolate Host fight where there's like a whole bunch of ads. I was doing some pretty decent damage for that fight with helping to control the ads and take those things down. 80 degrees. I log for that, man. I'm not even really sleepy. It's just this heat that's making me feel all fatigued and stuff. Let's see. All right. Go, people. Kill shit for me. Lack of coffee fatigue. I know, dude. It's like everything bad is happening at once. I should have just so I didn't go to the gym today. I just took my dog out. I took my dog out for a walk, and I wanted to. I took my dog out for a walk. Started to get some housework done because I knew it was gonna get like super hot. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit now, knowing that I'm gonna be a big whiny bitch about it later. And they're like, oh, it's so hot. I don't want to do anything. Um, so I didn't go out. I didn't have coffee, and then it wasn't until like maybe around 8 o'clock or so. I'm like, oh shit, I do not have coffee. Fuck. But it was too late. I still had to do so much prep and all that stuff for the video and the show, and I'm like, ugh. Once I go down and grab some coffee somewhere, it's gonna feel so good. I need to get some groceries. I'm gonna pick up some kombucha. Yeah, I'm all out. I'm gonna pick some of that up and get some much needed coffee and all that, and a haircut. This guy needs a fucking haircut. Oh shit. Don't die, motherfucker. I'm a little jealous of Death Knight self heal. It's pretty strong. I got a nice little bubble thing. I mean, obviously, I don't feel very strong just because I still don't have gear. I'm at like, what, 820 item level? Yeah, big doo doo. I'm pressing all sorts of buttons that I shouldn't be pressing. Noob. Don't die, man. Jesus. I hate these damn Inquisitor guys. Come on. I guess I'm just gonna stay here. This is my life, huh? I'm just gonna sit here stupid like a dumbass. Gorfring's Grasp is nice. That is plenty convenient. Oh, and well, that and Death Grip too. You know, just being able to have that sort of control is pretty damn amazing. There's no getting away from that. Yes, Boomkin saved me. Nah, just kidding. Fuck it. We don't need to give a shit. Oh yeah, we got this. What the hell? I'm top damage? What the fuck is this? Okay, I thought I was doing bad. And I am doing bad, but these guys are just doing so much worse. Holy cow, dude. Well, at least I know that I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, upgrades, motherfucker. Give me this shit. Dauntless. 41% upgrade. How you like that? How you like that, guys? And yeah, okay. Yeah, they did get a damage buff, which I hear is quite nice. I don't know if it's, I don't know where that puts them relative to protection paladins, but I have never been like all that big on. Oh, I gotta do crazy amounts of damage in order for me to feel good. That's never been important for me. It's more like I want to be able to not die, and I like being able to help out my team. And the way I see it, no one does it like a paladin can, because I can apply myself heals to others. I can use blessings. I can use lay on hands and all that. Uh, some things, of course, I don't have. I don't have battle res, which I'm jealous about, but can't have everything. Coffee problem sounds like my smoking problem. All right, tell me this, man. Tell me if you can relate to this, Juice. I can stop drinking coffee anytime I want. I can just stop. But it hurts. It hurts so bad when I stop. I get headaches. I feel weak. I'm like beyond tired. I just don't want to do anything. I'm just sad all the time. And if you can relate to that, then yes. Then my coffee problem sounds like your smoking problem. You know, my wife did remind me I have ice packs here. I have temporary reprieves. She got me ice packs from work, right? And it's the kind that you just like pop them and crack them open, and then it's like instant cold for like 20 minutes or so. And they're like free, it's more like first aid kind of shit. But I'm like, fuck it, So she hooked me up with a couple of them. So I used two of them because I'm like, screw it, I'll just use it. I just went pop, and I just put it on my head or on my neck or whatever. I'm like, oh, it feels so good. I'm not gonna use them yet because it's not even 10 o'clock yet. It's not even 10 o'clock, and I'm suffering, but I can't let myself do it yet. It's too soon. It's too soon. Because what if I run out? What if I'm like, shit? What do I do? That's what ruins streams, where I'm just gonna have a fan in front of my face. I'm like, fuck you guys. I'm hot. No audio. Screw this. Enjoy enjoy the show. Stay breezy. It's hot. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a real big bitch when it comes to the heat. I'll talk about the sun. Jay Moore during the BlizzCon cracked a joke, and it stuck to this day. He said, the sun is, he villainized the sun, demonized it. It's the sun. It's a punishment disc in the sky, and I believe him. I believe it. I very much believe it is a punishment disc from the sky that just takes life. It just takes life away. It ruins things. And I'm waiting for my wife to disagree with me. Oh, there we go. Here we go. She's messaging me right now. Okay, no. Maybe it's the buffering. She's gonna glare at me. Alright, anyway. Could craft those and place it at the back of a box fan for a personal cheap air conditioner. That's true, but like the chemical thing to it, to those ice packs, they just don't last very long though. Like I do have actual ice packs, and those will last longer. Like those will give me like an hour or so of it. And I do have another fan that I have where I just get a container and I put ice in there, and I put that next to the fan because the vent is on the side as opposed to the back, and then that'll help keep things cool. But this new computer, man, this thing is a monster. This thing is hot as fuck. There's no getting around that. My wife says the sun can be a punishment disc. Just remember, I get sad there isn't enough sun. Whenever I get into arguments about whenever I get into a thing about the sun, we always have a back and forth about it. She's like, no, Saul, the sun gives life to the earth, and I'm like, no, it taketh it away. It's terrible. I can't wait until the day we can all live in domes and caves and shit, and we don't have to deal with the inconveniences of that punishment disc in the sky. And she just kind of rolls her face. She just kind of rolls her eyes at me and stuff. But that's what I believe, man. That's what I almost truly believe. Matson comes out of left field saying, I think Warlords of Draenor did really good until 6.1. Ooh. Ooh. I can talk shit about, well, I can talk shit about every expansion all day, but I'll talk shit about Warlords for a bit. Warlords set itself up for failure almost from the start because of what the garrison did, and one of the things that comes to mind, apart from the garrison, one of the things that comes to mind as to what Blizzard fucked up with in Warlords is Apexis crystals. What's up, Buttwise? Apexis crystals. They fucked up with Apexis crystals in the start of Warlords of Draenor, because the rewards, they were shit. Like they were supposed to be rewards that anyone can farm for. You can immediately start gearing for them and stuff. But then there were so many different avenues of gearing at the time. Like there was LFR. There were garrison invasion things. There were your good old, were there dailies? I don't remember anymore. There was like heroics and all that stuff. Like what had happened was that within a month or so, that was when like the LFR versions of the raids were starting to come out. And during that time, people were still farming Apexis crystals, hoping to get like maybe one or two pieces of gear. And by the time they got these one or two pieces of gear, all of it was outclassed by just doing a couple of rounds of LFR. And that was it. And like to me, that was like a big lapse of thought. Professions, the way that those were leveling up. That did weird things with gearing. Like it the whole content delivery of 6.0 was just weird, and I quickly found myself running out of shit to do because I'm like, I don't know, dude. Not the WAD talk. I'll talk about. Hey, like I said, I can shit on every expansion. I can talk about how it sucked or how it was great or whatever, like all day. Matson started it. He just kind of came out of nowhere, like someone paid him to say something, and I did not tell him to say anything. Okay. There's also something very wrong with this stream. Damn, Matson, what did I do? Just worked at a barbecue place between a grill and a fire. Boy, we talk. Oh, okay. I can't compare with that, man. I can't compare with that. Hell, I was like the other day, I was just standing up doing a recording, and I was like, and I couldn't even breathe. That's how much of a bitch I am. Pasta missed most of the show. Oh, sad song, sad song. Trying to make enough gold to transfer Bleeding Hall to raid with y'all. Or at least get your 110 there. Yeah, dude, just transfer, show up, and prepare to get disappointed. I'm one of those weird people who really like garrisons. I didn't mind the garrison, to be honest. Like, um, for what for my play style and for how casual I am, I didn't mind it. Um, but it could have been better. It could have been more than like a one-stop shop for like all your needs and services. You need herbs, garrison. You need furs, garrison. You want to cook feasts? You don't cook feasts. You go to the barn. That means you garrison. It's um, it was it was way too heavy-handed. It was way too heavy-handed. More than that, the delivery of content outside of the garrison was just like really weak. There wasn't literally nothing to do, but the things that you could do were kind of a waste of time because the garrison did it faster. Like it's faster for me to switch to several alts, run some garrison shit, get hella stuff, as opposed to going out and farming all that stuff for myself. So the garrison gave reasons to it gave reasons for people to not play. And that doesn't sound fun, right? That seems kind of doo-doo. Oh yeah, I got all of this shit to do. Look at all these activities, man. Woo! There are a lot of activities. Damn, dude. What have I missed? Like, have I not been here? I guess I haven't. I guess I haven't done a lot of stuff with the Death Knight here. Harold says they decided on systems ideas like Apex stuff and garrisons that they plan to follow up in 6.2, but by the time they noticed people hated it, it was too late to develop and do something about it or improve. The only problem with WoD for me was a non-organized player. There's almost nothing worth doing other than garrisons made for a super boring experience. Garrisons should have been more customizable, where the player could pick what they wanted from 50 plus 1 different builds, and not just pick that deal with it. I like the idea of garrisons, but the problem is that it would pay a lot of the professional long term. Just stuck really hard. Cosmetic wise, I didn't really care about what the garrison was ultimately going to look like. Having so much dedication going to, I'm kind of in agreement with Blizzard as to like, putting too much emphasis on like making all these different kinds of buildings and things like that available, look wise, but functionally they're the same. I don't think. I think that would have been a waste of time. Personally, I think that it would have been cool if all the buildings had different themes to it and had different themes to them anyway. So like, I know the engineering one has a very specific look to it. But like, let's say like the tailoring one had a different had a different racial theme to it. The storage had a different racial theme to it. So that way it at least felt like a coalition of a coalition of the races were like coming together to like put all this stuff together, rather than, oh, we got peons. Peons got this. Work, and aesthetically they could have went a different direction. But I agree with Blizzard that they didn't need to, and I'm glad they didn't waste so much time making like tons and tons of different buildings. I think that would have been kind of a way. Hey, where's the other vendor? Hey, dude. This guy like fucked me over. He's like gone. Did I like not do an important quest? No. Yeah. He's like died. What the Y'all gotta help me on that. I don't see where this guy went. Is it because I'm a Death Knight and he's like, screw you, I'm not gonna help out your people? Or is it because I'm behind on a quest? Oh, whatever. This conversation is more better now anyway. Thanks, Masson, for making for making my chat blow up with all this warlords talk. I like the idea of years of, okay, I read that part. I really like the farm back in Mob. It was completely optional and over. I had plenty to do, and your only plan of farm was to face outside of the so let's see the president cares you never see anyone else except when it was right time. See, well, um, the farm was the farm, you know, and the farm was like the first version of things. I mean, I didn't like the obvious flaw where you leave the farm and then you phase out, and that leaves opportunities because I play on a PvP server. Um, that caused problems where you like, you fuck with people, and then okay, I'm really like, why is this guy not there? Anyway, I guess I should go back to do so to I guess Dalaran? Oh, whatever, man. Um, yeah. I just didn't like that the farm had the whole phasing thing that caused weird issues with like PvP and with PvP and all that. But yeah, I didn't like that that Garrison's just separated it separated everyone, and on top of that, it was so cool that it gave reasons for people to like not go out. At the same time, though, there's the whole Facebook argument, right? People say, "Oh, it's like a Facebook game. You just click this, click that, and then you're done." And I very, very much disagree with that. I've disagreed with that sentiment like the entire time ever since people started making that argument. I think it's dumb. I think it's asinine. I think it's not without thought because that is not what a Facebook game is all about. A Facebook game, a real Facebook game, as in the ones that we hate, a real Facebook game is all about not just like the clicking non-gameplay aspect to it, but more so the hey, click here or ask friends for help. That's to me that's the thing that makes a Facebook game, and what makes the Facebook argument for Warlords of Draenor and the Garrisons kind of fall apart. If there was a thing where you can like spam your guild or spam your friend list and say, hey, I need help. Click here and you'll go to my garrison where you can help farm my shit or you can water my plants or whatever. And that'll get me extra resources. And you get a little boon out of it too. That would have been the Facebook game. And that's what would have like really, really turned me off of garrisons. But it didn't. They didn't have that. They didn't have that sort of social aspect to it, and so I didn't make the argument. But if it did have that, oh, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, "Fuck this shit, dude! I'm not gonna ask people for help. I'm not gonna do that thing where I'm asking people for help. I mean, imagine your mailbox fills up with requests from people. Hey, help my farm out. Help my mine. Can you like help me out?" Help me this motherfucker. Yeah, I want to be able to. I want to stand that. The Garrison was a lot of things, and I see a lot of it in a negative way, but it's not a Facebook game. Well, yeah, I mean, my biggest problem with it was like was that the content outside just wasn't worth it. Like I'm trying to think like what agency did I have to like do stuff. I could farm for rep, but the rep didn't give me anything. Well, I could have farmed for rep for like cosmetic stuff if I cared for it. I didn't care for it, so that kind of like that kind of nixes that. Giving you nightmares, dude. That feels like 50 years ago now, man. Because at least by comparison, Legion feels so much better as an expansion because I'm doing stuff. I'm out and about. I'm seeing things get done. Um, yeah, I feel way better. Why am I here? Why did you take me here, guys? I don't want to be here. I just want my nether shard vendor. What the fuck? I'm gonna go back to that guy, and he better be there. It's like he went and took a long shit or something. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go take a dump, guys. I'll be right back. Or is there like some Legion Fall quest that I'm like missing? Yeah, I just need to complete a... Wait, defeat a Legion Assault. I did defeat a Legion Assault. What the fuck? Oh, I just picked it up. That's why. That's why. Like a dumbass. Oh well, that was kind of waste. But I want my nether shard vendor. I need my free stuff, dude. I got... Yeah, I could buy like 5... I can buy 6 things with this thing, and I need stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 719 bracers. Holy shit! And 780 neck. Yeah, nether shard guy. I need some help. Give me your nightmares about this, man. There you are. Did he like die or something? I have a feeling he died. How did you get him killed? He's not even flagged for PvP. Alright. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna get bracers. Dauntless brassers, yeah. And let's see, I'm gonna get a neck and shoulders. Where's the shoulders? And there's the neck. There's the shoulders. I guess I'll get a chest and gloves. Gloves. Alright. I'm ready to play fucking video games. Oh, I got champion equipment, that's right. Hey, that's a good legendary piece of follow equipment. It's a thing that gives you 50 gold and 100 order hall resources. Not bad considering this guy's a bitch. So far freaking behind on everything, like campaign and all that stuff. I did a terrible job of getting this guy prepped. Oh, you know, maybe it was like these monsters that fought like the artificer and like got killed. Yeah, he only has 1,000,000 lives, so he probably got like jacked the fuck up. Oh yeah, so this will raise my item level a little bit. Yay! Oh, you're sad, soul. Soul so saddy. Oh, and I look hideous. Gotta change that. Where's my mount? Damn it for having different buttons on each character. So I've been like sporting this kind of like weak ass gladiator kind of thing. I think I'll just keep doing it for the Death Knight, but I think I want to change the sword. Or change the weapon. Let's see. Maybe a shovel. Where's the shovel? I know I got a shovel somewhere. Shovel. Shovel. Yo-ho. Well, maybe I'll use this big ass Legion halberd sort of dealy. Or I'll use this big piece of burning bacon. Yes, let's do the bacon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Knight of the Ebon Blade, the Bacon Knight. Anyway, let me go. Was there anything I needed to do? Oh, I need to use some damn artifact power shit. This is level at now. 45. Man! Hasn't had 2 relic slots. Only 1 relic equipped because I can't fucking find another one. Rank 45 on the damn thing. And probably higher. I can get at least 1 more. So rank, literally, virtually, rank 46. Whoop-de-doo. Can I do my missions yet? Nope. 2 hours, 57 minutes of bullshit. Now, surely I can do, like, some of the other ones, though. I at least want to do that. Rising Shadow says, man, people can say what they want about the garrison, but with the way game tokens are now, you can use them to pay for your game time. They still make good gold. They do. My wife does. My wife still does hexweave bags. She does just fine. Every now and then, she'll be like, "Hey, bitch, give me some fur." I'm like, "Okay." No, I promise. She asked me for fur, and I hook her up with because I'll go back to the garrison, get some of the get some of the garrison resources, uh, buy some fur whenever it's cheap, and then you know I'm good to go. So good. I mean, it's a good system that could have been so much more. Like I had suggestions like way back. This is like way after like launch, so there's no going around it. But I think it would have been cool if components of the garrison were just split apart. That's it. Like you guys recall that there are outposts and you can change the outpost and you can get a different zone buff. And I thought, hey, that's cool. Kind of sucks though because it's not that big of a deal. It's just a zone buff. Who cares? But what if like let's pretend, guys, let's pretend. Let's say your main building is wherever your main building is at. You know, the Horde is over at Frostfire Ridge, and that other shitty faction is over by Black Temple, Temple of Karabor. Um, okay, the Alliance is not a shitty faction; they're just inferior. So, but imagine if not all the components of the garrison were in the garrison. So, like, say, like the mine. So think of things like the major buildings, like the mine, um, the herb garden, and the big buildings, like the war outpost thing, or the engineering thing, or the barracks. Um, you know they have set locations. They can be like at any of these outposts instead. So it's like you want to go to your you want your barracks, you build your barracks over in the Grand. If you want your barn, you have that over in that's set to be over in what the fuck is that zone? Spires of Rock. And every day you have like a little daily to do in for each of your major buildings or for your outposts. So you go to your outpost and your outpost commander person says, "Yo, commander, you got shit to do," and blah blah blah. And you're like, "All right, cool." So you do a couple quests, you get maybe some rep, you help out and then while you're there, it's like, "Oh yeah, my herb garden's here. Let's do some of this stuff," and maybe there's a daily there or something, and that's it. That's really it. I'm just saying, split the components apart, put some questing, put some dailies there to give people a reason to go out to give a reason to go out to your outpost, and that's it. That's the video game, guys. I did it. Yeah. The things like that would have been cool, and that has nothing to do with, the promises that people were bitching about. Oh my god, I want to be able to customize my shit. I want to be able to have like a bajillion different kinds of looks in my buildings. I want to be able to put my garrison wherever I want. No, that's a waste of time. There are more effective things that you can do to increase the feeling of going out into the world and doing shit. Um, and and for it to be not that hard on the engineering and the development side of things. I mean, maybe it is hard. Maybe I'm like totally wrong and off base about that, but of course this is hindsight, right? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I feel so haughty and smart because I have these great ideas that if I talked about these things, what, 5 years ago, maybe they would, then it would have been then cool. Then maybe World of Trainer could have been a very played out as a very different expansion. But I think that's one of the burdens of Blizzard is that they might have an idea and they might think that it's cool at the time, and then by the time they implement it, even if it's like according to their vision, it might suck. For the players. But it's like, dude, they've been thinking about this and hashing it out and setting this up for like months and years. They can't just stop. They can't just be like, oh well, we'll just whip something else together. It doesn't it doesn't happen like that at all. At all. So, oh well. What was it? Let's see. I just grabbed traps for barns. Like 30 minutes gives me a few weeks of orders. Yep. But I'm too lazy for that. I'm like, I'm not gonna go out there into the world. Rise and Shadow. Jeez, man. Damn, get this dude an office with a window view and a cookie. No, I need coffee. You spelled cookie wrong. But no, like, no, seriously though, like you and I as players, we have all sorts of cool ideas. Oh man, it'd be awesome if it was like this. Or it'd be awesome if we could do this instead of this. Or you know what, this feature sucks because such and such and such. And we have great answers for that. I mean, the video that I'm about to put out is one of those things. Hey, if we did this, this would be really awesome. But those are the kinds of things that you need time to develop and think of, and all that, and not all the time does that really happen. Like what? Like if you're let's pretend if you're planning the next expansion and you're like, okay, what do we do? You're gonna find that it's harder than that. It's hard to just think up something. What's something new? Where are we gonna go? And but we see some like really fantastic ideas from players, like on MMO Champion and other forums, to put together like fan expansion ideas, and these are really cool ideas, by the way. Um, you put together these really cool and well thought out ideas, but at the same time, that's only one person, and that one person can't execute on everything because you have all these other people that have all these other fantastic ideas. I'm talking about people on the Blizzard team. You have all these other people with all these other fantastic ideas that they want to bring to the table as well. And Blizzard isn't a. I'm trying to think. I think it's Lionhead Studios that's gone now. Lionhead Studios was run by Peter Molyneux. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But there are studios that are just run by a designer, but that are run by one person's vision. And Blizzard is not something that's run by one person's vision. You know, it's not like I'm motherfucking Holinka and this is how PvP is gonna be. That's not how it works at all. Holinka's like, cool, 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 signs it off, let's execute. But the ideas don't just come from one person. And when you get all those kinds of conflicts, that's when you get like the slow development process that you get in so many video games, including the World of Warcraft. Uh, but I like to, but that shouldn't stop me from telling anybody, stop thinking up your ideas just because you think you're so smart and blah blah blah. We should still continue our fan ideas and all that, and continue to keep exposing them because that's important. um I think it's very important to get our ideas out there, so that way it does inspire Blizzard. So that way we can get a little bit of their attention enough to be like, hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think this is something that we can look into. Maybe this is something that we can do, as opposed to, fuck it, let's tear it down and go back to the way things were. Let's go back and make everything like classic WoW. Let's go back to the old talent system and things like that. Um, at least in my opinion, that makes for a very, very stagnant game, and I'd be bored as fuck, really quick if I was still, if I still played at a vanilla WoW's sort of pace. I don't think I'd have a very good time. Should I start this mission? I'm tempted to start this mission. Wait, I think there's another thing of troops I can pick up, though. I think. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Do I? Yeah, there's Ebon Knights to pick up. Where are you, Ebon Knights? I need you. Alright, this is like disorienting, man. I gotta go all these different places just to like get my troops. This is like the druid class hall where I gotta like fly all over the place. And I'm like getting lost. And now I'm making everyone who dares to watch this stream all dizzy and shit. Alright, now where do I go? God damn. This is terrible. This design sucks. Ah! Yes, what could go wrong? Everything. Alright, 71, that looks better. It's only 1 hour if I fail. Fuck it. One of my guys did a what is it, elite strike mission, and I think they only got to like 30 something percent. This is on one of this is on one of their alts, and they were like, oh shit, fuck it, because the building's about to go down. What have you got to lose? Except for like 3 days worth of other missions because you're using your folks for this. But he got it. He succeeded. I'm like, okay, can't get mad, dude. Alright, I am on the Solocks, why am I on Solok? Ah, that's right, because I want Fellwort. Popping these herbs, baby. Oh, there's no Fellwort. Ah. Well, that's depressing. Damn it. 6 minutes for the assault. Screw it. Harold says, yeah, people give Blizzard shit 24/7, but take much more feedback and actually use it compared to the games. Most WoW players only play WoW, so they don't really realize that. I mean, it's just what Ian and what other developers have said. WoW is a composition of many small game features. There are very, very few things that we WoW players have in common. Really have in common. All WoW players level. I'd say almost all of us do quests. All of us have a mount. And we all probably value gold to a certain extent. So there are very few things that all WoW players totally have in common that really affect them. Everything else is just a series of minority groups that have loud voices. They have loud and significant voices, and they're super passionate and everything. But it's just that, like I said, we're all very much split off in different directions. So when one person's criticizing one thing and one person's criticizing another thing, it always has that feeling of negativity, regardless of the game that you play. Now, I do agree with you that Harold, that the Blizzard team does at least come off as if they listen to other players, because there are many game companies that do MMOs where they don't really. Okay, let me take that back, because I can't think of an example. But there are other studios that really don't give a shit about player feedback. They want to get their game out according to their vision, and they can care less what we think, because they just want to deliver on what they want to do. And it's not even because, oh, player feedback is dumb. It's more like, no, we just don't believe in player feedback. They just want to get the game out the way that they want to, and they'll let sales dictate everything else. But it's hard when you're on the ground. Like if you're a Beastmaster hunter and you feel like that you're being shit on for years by Blizzard because you want to love your class and spec, and they're not respecting your wishes, even though you're like kicking and screaming as loud as you can. Remember, that's 1 out of 30 some odd specs, and not all the time are you gonna get your time in the sun. And even then, like for someone who's for a player who's so ingrained into their class anyway, or class and spec, who gives a shit about everyone else, man? You do you. That's the whole idea, right? People are so transfixed on wanting their class to be the best. They want their video game to be the most popular video game of all time, and it's almost like they've lost sight of they've almost lost sight of themselves, because they're thinking like, they're thinking about like what their game or class or spec, how that looks according to other people. When all that matters is it fun? Are you just having fun um, playing the game? Are the buttons working? Are you killing things and are you enjoying it? I mean, that's what should come first, right? Because everything else is number tuning. Um, now, of course, that said, there's some people that are unhappy about their class on that front too, and that's okay. But that's where players will want to give actionable feedback, useful information that will help steer developers in the right direction as to where they should be going um, with their design approaches. I guess the only feedback big companies like EA, Ubisoft, etc., really take is game sales, but by that time the game is already out. I'm not that close to the industry these days, but I pretty much agree with you. When it comes to feedback, like they're very very set on their ways. These big companies, and anyone who opposes like things on the design or the legal side or even the compliance or even the compliance side, they just throw money at it. They'll just be like, no, we're just gonna, regardless of the problems that we're going to encounter from players, screw it. Uh, you know, we're we're still going to need to develop the game that the way that we wanted to. And I mean, that's just kind of how it goes when with a big publisher like EA and them that hold on to like so many different studios. um, they don't really have the bandwidth to be that passionate or to be that responsive because that's too much. Like for EA, it's like we got timetables to hit, guys. We gotta we gotta make Street Date and we gotta make this. Otherwise, we gotta push into a patch and so on and so forth. So Chuckle says, all I need to say is give Diz Priest AoE. Sucks trying to world quest and do all content when you have to doubt everything and a Holy Priest can just Holy Nova, yeah. But you got Divine Star and you got Halo. Oh my god, dude. Duh. I feel you, dude. Disc Priest AoE is like. Well, there is no Disc Priest AoE. There's just those two, what? I think Divine Star is like a 25-second cooldown. Halo's a 45-second cooldown. It's a long ass cooldown. It doesn't feel good when it's like. Well, I mean, I think there's a line to draw when it's like, okay, if you want to do good damage, just switch to this spec instead. But I do agree with you that maybe Holy Nova should like be um, be a thing that Disc Priest can have, but it should just be like weaker. Like maybe make it weaker. Like give it. I don't think you should give it an atonement component, like doing damage with Holy Nova gives atonement healing. I think that'd be way overpowered, but I think Despre should have like something because they don't have anything that's very spammable like at all. Of course, they do take reviews and feedback and stuff like Metacritic score. The killings of the does compare a bunch of those Metacritic score. Yeah, but that's ineffective. Uh, the way I see it. These days, EA and Ubisoft and whatnot, they're a lot of it is about reiterating their franchise. They're franchise builders, for the most part. They like to play it safe. So that's why you see like these bigger publishers. That's why they pick up. That's why they do the sports games every fucking year. That's why they do the Call of Duties and the WoWs and stuff. They like to, okay, not WoW. That's different. But like Call of Duties, they like to reiterate on existing and successful formulas. That's really the long and short of it. Can't really stand playing disc. I feel like bad DPS and a bad heal up, but my disc artifact is crap. I like disc. I mean, I want to like disc. Um, it just feels weird, and yeah, Holy does feel like easier. It's more direct. It's like, oh, if I want to heal someone as a disc priest, I can shadow mend them. I can bubble them and then do damage to the enemy, and then they'll get the indirect heal. And that's I don't know. I'm personally, I'm hoping that, um, I hope that the atonement buff goes away. I don't really like it. I don't really like atonement as a buff. I know it. I know it's a bit too lazy for me to say, hey, I just want atonement to come back to go back to the way it was and just leave it as like kind of a smarter heal. Um, but I don't know. That just felt better to me. It felt yeah, it just felt better. But as someone who doesn't really main a disc priest, I don't really have great feedback for it. It just yeah, yeah. All I can say is that I like the old way better because the I think that, okay, here we go. I don't like having to manage atonement as a buff because atonement is just changing the state of that character to have that buff. Because first you need to give them the buff, and then you need to do some damage in order to heal those players. And I don't like that feeling. That feeling doesn't seem right. But as for like how it can be better implemented, I don't know. Um, Going back probably isn't the best way to go, but I don't know what they could or should do like going forward. One time again got 84 out of 100 instead of 85 and didn't get the bonus because of the small difference. I agree, most companies are all about creating big franchises to keep on against and say they can't blame it. And that's where you're seeing all these like weird models like you're seeing like I mean, that's where you're seeing Kickstarters and you're seeing early access and you're seeing like indie games and stuff, and and on the indie side of things, it's kind of like wild west there, where every now and then you'll see a couple of gems, but for the most part, it's just this big shit factory of just tons and tons of crap uh, that are coming out. Some of them are good, and some of them being drowned out by all the other garbage that's out there. It kind of sucks. It's hard for games to stand out, and they have to rely on like social media or streamers and whatnot to try to promote these and make these things into bigger deals. And I mean, it's exciting. It's not so formulaic like how it was like during the console wars, where it's like, oh my god, Nintendo's coming out with a new system. Oh shit, Sega's coming out with a new system too. And you had that sort of thing. The conversation was controlled, by the by those few big companies, and these days, um, it feels more and more that it's the developers, the studios that are in control, not like the platform creators like Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and what have you. They just play a big hand on on of course the distribution and um, exclusiveness and things like that. But I think studios are more or less in control. And in the meantime, you have smaller developers, indie developers, and whatnot that are kind of having a hard time because they don't have the support of large publishers. Their only hope is to get bought out by these publishers and get that extra money, and hope that they do well enough that the publisher doesn't just like shut them down. Uh, it's tough. It's a it's a tough business, and part of the toughness goes, kind of circling back into Warlords, is that you might have a really good idea, and but it's going to take you years to implement it and develop it, and by the time it comes out, the the road to get there, you might find that this idea just kind of sucks, and that's a terrible feeling because you still got to make the game, and that's kind of the feeling, the gut feeling that I got with Warlords of Draenor. It's like, you know, like the train's going, right? And so you got Tom Chilton and all his bros and ladies. They're like, I don't think this is gonna be a very good one, guys. and and everyone else is like, well, what are you gonna do? They're like, just keep going. Yeah, someone on the inside is probably like, dude, this shipyard is gonna be like a real big piece of shit when it comes out, dude. You know that, right? And Tom Chilton be like, well, yeah, but we're already this far into it. What are we gonna do? You don't just stop. You don't just totally grind everything to a halt. You just be like, okay, you know what? There's a lot of stuff that we'll just give less of a shit about, and that's what we've seen. That's what we saw. So it's like, Gorgron. What do we do about Gorgron, team? Fuck it. We'll just like throw some bonus objectives on it, and let people move on to we'll funnel players over to Talador. We'll have more stuff going on there. Well, what about the stuff in Talador we haven't finished? Well, it's just not going to be finished. So whatever. But we see little symptoms of things that aren't that weren't finished. Like for example, in Gorgron, there's a village. I talk about this a lot. In Gorgron, there's a village, and there's people. They're orcs in the village, but they don't do anything. You can't do anything with it. There's no quest. There's no daily. You don't kill them. Nothing. They're just like, doo-doo-doo. Here we are. We're the orcs. La 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 la. And feels like kind of a waste. The Blade Spire Caribor argument, I think. Well, I don't care about that. That's not important. I think that's not a big deal at all. Um, the Farallon thing, that's also something I didn't really care about because they didn't even get that. They didn't even get that far before they're like, fuck it, we're not going to do it. I don't think that's a big deal. But like a lot of the half-assedness that we saw, the lack of stuff to do in Gorgron, nothing to do. The Shatrath just being a bonus objective place. Um, a lot of it felt like a waste, and that is quite that's quite unfortunate. But it is what it is, and they just had to kind of keep going with what they had. It's like, okay, we're gonna take a lot of black eyes for this one, guys. So let's just kind of keep try to keep our heads down, and try to deliver as best as we can with Legion. And in my opinion, they did. Um, Legion is flawed. Legion is not perfect. There are problems with it. There are things that people do not like about Legion, but I sure like it a lot better than Warlords. So savage. Harold says, yeah, it really feels like after wide release, they saw the feedback. They were like, we fucked up, just ending quickly, but the majority of the team on Legion focused on it. It was pretty much. I mean, we're never going to know, but it's easy to discern, right? Based on the facts, based on what we've seen and what we haven't seen. Um, I'm still on the conspiracy theory that that what we're seeing here, that this whole Broken Shore thing, the whole Broken Shore campaign, I'm pretty sure that this whole thing should have been shorter, way short, or like, I. It feels like these things shouldn't have been released in the order that we're seeing them. Something about the release schedule just doesn't feel right. But we're never gonna know. I think we're never gonna know. So anyway, that was a lot of me talking about development and shit, and I'm not a developer. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm at an hour and 40 on today's thing. I have a video that's gonna come out pretty shortly, so again, stay tuned for that. It's got a cool idea. I hope you like it, and if you do, I'd love for you to like push it, share it wherever, and push Blizzard to implement this idea, or at least kind of get the ball rolling. Because after everything that I had said, I do think that there are cool things that players can contribute to the game, um, and I hope that Blizzard can I hope we can get some attention on this. So off I go for the day. But of course, you'll see me tonight as we attempt to finish the Tumor Sargeras raid on normal mode, and so I can see like some cool shit in the sky. It'd be awesome. So you guys have a good one. Have a great rest of the day, or a good evening wherever you're at. Yeah, that's it. I'm Soul. Stay breezy, guys.